Hey everyone, welcome back. Our last guest is an Emmy award-winning vocalist, entrepreneur, and radio host whose personality and voice has captured the attention of esteemed individuals and celebrities, including First Lady Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey. She is respected by music industry royalty. She is the first R&B female artist to be signed by Def Jam Records and worked with Russell Simmons. She was mentored by the late, great Dr. Maya Angelou. She has achieved remarkable success through her drive, seizing opportunities, earning admiration from fans worldwide. A living legend in her own right, with her outstanding accomplishments, in which I hope we will be able to cover it all. Please welcome everyone, entrepreneur, philanthropist, producer, performer, radio host, and as I mentioned, Emmy award-winning vocalist, Alyson Williams.
Hi. Oh, it sounds so weird,
Why?
but I like it. I
Why?
think I can get used to it.
You have to get used to it. As a matter of fact, why don't you flaunt it? May I see it?
You want to see it?
Your Emmy?
Oh,
You need, well,
come
you
here,
know,
Emmy.
I
Emmy, they want to see it.
there, show her to us.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to get it in the frame good.
There, you got it. You
There
got
we
it.
go.
Congratulations.
Okay, I got to go this way.
No, the
Okay.
other way. The other way.
The other
Yep, there you
technology.
go. There you
Yeah.
go. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now, I just found out as I was talking with the people at the actual Emmy board. You know, I was letting them know that I received her. There's a certain way you have to hold it, and a certain way she has to be facing all the time, and so on and so forth. So I have to learn what all of that is because I know that I'm opposite. But nonetheless, here she is. Emmy, I'm going to put you down now.
Well,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you
She's
for
been
joining.
newly received and definitely well deserved. So, and would you share with our viewers what you won this Emmy for?
The Emmy was for a project called Legends United for St. Jude. There's an incredible singer-songwriter by the name of Skip Martin, who was the original, is the original lead singer for a group called the Dazz Band. And he decided in the middle of COVID that we needed to put some music out into the world that was full of hope and inspiration and love and you know, just with hopes for change, you know, trying to deal with what we're doing in the pandemic. And he chose the song People Get Ready, Curtis Mayfield classic. People get ready, there's a change a-coming. And then he called about 20 of his friends from various genres of music, rock and roll and gospel with John P. Key and R&B with myself and Tony Terry and Darkus. He had some country singers as well. He had Stevie Wonder, Dougie Fresh. So such a great eclectic mix of artists. CeCe Peniston. I keep remembering people as I'm talking. And we all got to where we could get to and recorded our verses and our you know, our contribution. And then we also did a little video snippet and sent that in, and they mastered and mixed and made magic. And we were nominated and won in the category for oh gosh, what is it? Arrangement and composition. Best excellence in arrangement and composition. So if people go and look for People Get Ready, Legends United for St. Jude, you'll see the whole thing. And I think that's really the reason that we were shown such favor, is because it was done in a spirit of let's give love a chance. Let's
Right.
give hope a chance. Let's do something that allows us to take ourselves out of the mix, even in the midst of all of this big and muck and the Maya, and give God some glory and just try to love on one another.
In your respective areas too, right? Because you said like it was one of those things that was just kind of like put together like a puzzle. And look, boom, you all won an Emmy. Congratulations! That's a beautiful story. Thanks for sharing it with us. And so, you know, I want to get to as much as I possibly can about you, because you're bio is like super impressive, and the fact that you make it your business to give back and to make yourself accessible, such as right now, to make sure that you're sharing it with our viewers. I think it's important that people understand like the dynamics of being in the industry, right? Because you wear so many hats and you've shifted in so many different areas. I mean, you started what when you were 5, and you did music, and then from music you did some plays. You were working with Russell Simmons. You had Dr. Maya Angelou as a mentor. Then you went and sang at private functions for her, and then Oprah saw you, and then Michelle Obama saw you, and you work with Curtis Blow, who's BX all the way. It is hip hop's 50th anniversary. You do inspirational songs. You have your own production company. I mean, I'm doing your bio for you, but I really want to know how you're able to manage it all.
Well, you know what? It's not even a matter, I don't think, of managing it. And when you lay it out like that, it is quite a bit of information. But this was the journey that I was set upon. I come from a jazz background. I was signed to a rap label and given an R&B contract. And so, as I always tease in my shows, that makes me the Forrest Gump of what I do. I just been, how he just walked in so many rooms, and it was like, how could he have been there for this, and how could he have been there for that? The irony of how they painted his life story. It kind of feels like that to me, because I was going to Dance Theater of Harlem and studying with Arthur Mitchell in the daytime, and then going to the Fever with Curtis Blow at night. Curtis, who introduced me to Russell, who then started his own label. Prior to all of that, I was Curtis's hook girl. And if they don't know what a hook girl is, that's the one, who puts the vocal parts to the rap songs. Now, this is before we had the term hip hop.
Right.
And we were using the music, in my opinion, was just more musical. So if you would remember songs like AJ Scratch or Fat Boys, and Fat Boys Are Back, and what else? If I Rule the World,
right,
I love all the girls. Now, I put that out 10 years before. Curtis produced that 10 years before Lauryn Hill. And then, of course, the iconic, they're playing basketball.
Oh, my gosh. You're making my hair stand, because I'm in the presence of a legend. I mean, not physically, but oh, my gosh, what a trip. And I'm shouting myself out age-wise, but go ahead.
That's all right. That's all right. Old is the goal. It's the privilege. We came through some great music and great times, and I can say that even though I've made my bones as an R&B artist, and most people would know the things that I was signed to Def Jam with, I know that I have a place in that place. I have a place in the pantheon of what is celebrating 50 years of hip hop right now.
Right.
Because those are songs that, if it weren't for those songs, there would be no hip hop as we know it today.
Right.
So
right.
I'm really excited about that. And as I said, having Russell believe in me, wanting me to be his first female R&B artist, as he put together the R&B division of Def Jam back in the day, back in the late 80s, early 90s. I was honored to be label mates with Houdini and LL Cool J and Public Enemy and artists such as that, and so many other artists that came through the Def Jam doors. And of course, Orange Juice Jones, Chuck Stanley, and Tayshaun and myself were the R&B division. And at first they thought of us just like they thought of, how can I put it? Just like they thought of rap, they thought, oh, this is just a fad. Right. They thought, well, what would Russell Simmons know about, doing R&B?
Right.
And sure enough, he came on through.
Right. And so all of that, this is what we're really talking about, is your evolution and how you continue to evolve and how you just morph into these other fields. And look, now you won an Emmy. So it's like the sustainability is a big deal too, right? And the reinventing and the flexibility too. I'm sorry, you were saying?
I was saying, and the ability to try to stay relevant.
Right.
That's the biggest thing in this industry. As the industry changes, as the technology changes, and so on and so forth, just a matter of, of being relevant, especially when you're swimming and navigating in waters where people become relevant overnight for absolutely nothing.
Right. Right.
or for things that I won't say nothing, but for things that seem very nominal or very frivolous and very
Right.
here today and gone tomorrow.
Right.
So to be able to hold your head up high and say this is my contribution, and yes, I have more to give, and know that there's an audience out there ready to receive it. It means the world. It means the world. I am now. I'm still recording and still performing, and I am now touring with Najee, and I'm sure your listeners and viewers are familiar with Grammy nominated NAACP award winner, and just recently the president's presidential Lifetime Achievement Award was presented to Najee, and he's had me on the road for a year now today.
Wow.
A year today.
That's
Uh,
wonderful blessings.
more to celebrate, and I've got a single on his new CD, which is called Savoir Faire. The single is called Valentine Love. Once again, if you can say that you remember this song, then you are old school for true.
Uh-huh.
And it was originally produced by Norman Connors, who brought us such great music and great performers. It was written by Michael Henderson, rest in peace, and performed by Michael Henderson and Miss Jean Carn. Great music that they've put into the universe over the years, and for us to be able to come back with producer Chris Big Dog Davis, who really put a great new flavor and was able to breathe new life into the song, and life that even before his transition, Michael Henderson was able to hear and say, yes, thank you, I love what you did with the song. So I encourage people to please support, go out, find it, and support it. And I'm excited because
Is it available
you
on
just never
streaming
know.
services? Is it available on streaming services?
It's available on all streaming platforms. Yes, it is.
All right. And so before we go, what do we have the pleasure of you presenting on today's show after we're done with this interview?
I believe that there is a performance that was put together from a place called the Velvet Note. And the Velvet Note is in a place called Alpha. I'm going to mess it up. It sounds like alphabet. What is it? Alpharetta, Georgia,
Alpharetic,
which is not
Georgia.
far from Atlanta. And I did, and it's a show I did there. It's a beautiful, intimate little supper club, and I think they've got, I don't remember what song. I'm not sure if it's Just Call My Name or another song from the show, but I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. And I just want to thank you for having me on today. Anytime I'm able to come to BronxNet, I'm really, really happy. You all run a wonderful, wonderful situation up there. It's really quality, and it's really love, and you've been going strong for so long. So continue to do that. I'm just glad to be anywhere. I tell people all the time I had some health issues over the last couple of years with COVID and what have you, and I lingered in a coma on a ventilator for 6 days and came back, and here I am to talk about it. And like you said, God is blessing every day. Boom, boom, boom.
That's
so
what's up, Superwoman.
I feel like a winner.
Woo!
I feel like a winner.
Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. I could sit here and listen to you talk all day. Obviously, you're a radio personality.
Well,
But
thank
you've
you.
got
And
so
shout
much
out,
knowledge
shout out
and
to
the nuggets that you're
did.
dropping. I'm like, yes, sister, thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you. And thank you for bringing it here. And thank you for your generosity and finding the time. And congratulations on your rebirth, right? Because that's where you're at now.
Yeah, it's rebirth. Absolutely.
Right. So
Absolutely.
continued blessings once again, everyone. Pioneer, legend, Emmy award winning vocalist, Alyson Williams. Do not go anywhere. When we return, Alyson Williams will be performing for us after the break.